Hey y'all, it's Brenda from Slapout Homestead. I thought my intro shot should be of my prize-winning Cherokee purple tomato plant. More on that in a minute. So seriously, have you ever seen so many blooms on a pretty tomato plant? Look at there, we got a little baby tomato. Got more flowers on the other side. And we got more coming on up here. Isn't that cool? We just tied these up this weekend. I'll show it to you. So I used my macrame. It's tied there. And then if we follow it up, it is tied to the trellis. The pergola, I guess is what we're going to call this today. And that's how I have my tomato plants strung up. It's funny, they're almost like puppets on a string. But what's cool is I can just reach out and move them, and that actually will pollinate them if we don't get enough wind. The wind's been doing it all by itself. Alright, let's step out of here and go take a walk around the garden. There's those zinnias I don't know where I want yet. They're fine where they are for now. Chocolate mint, my pretty lettuce, and then over here we have romaine right there in the front, and then we have our bunching onions there and there. Those are for green onions. Regular spinach here, and then Malabar spinach is finally coming up over there. I didn't think it would ever sprout. I almost lost hope. There's our winter squash. And then we have more winter squash over here. It's going to climb up and over, remember? Compost tomatoes. And I got some new flowers. These are drift roses. They're not very happy right now, but they'll get better. They're in bigger pots now. And then these are Shasta daisies. And these are blanket flower. Isn't that going to be pretty? And then there's one there too. And then there's 3 in there. I'm going to separate those so there's only 1 per pot. But I just wanted to get them in there real quick. They were so root bound in their little pots. Those are an early Mother's Day present from my hubby, Mr. Slapout. And we've got some exciting stuff going on in here. We've got some of those French breakfast radishes. Look, there's an impressive one right there. There we go. Look at how far that sticks up out of the ground. And these are all interspersed with my Swiss chard. Radishes and Swiss chard right through here, and then behind that we have potatoes. So the radishes are going to get harvested and eaten, and then the Swiss chard is going to get moved over into a little more shaded location. Here's our red noodle beans, getting about ready to grab that trellis. Thinned my carrots yesterday and got about 5 pounds of carrots out of there. We're going to do a canning video on that probably tomorrow. And then we have our lemon cucumber. Look at all the blooms on there. And another lemon cucumber over here. They actually make round cucumbers. These are the San Marzano tomatoes. And then there are beets in front. Beets in front. Okay, let's go back. Hit the other bed over here. That's my Swiss chard coming up. And then we have spinach in here. And these are watermelon radishes. They're not ready to harvest yet. Then we have our yellow pear tomatoes. Look at that. We're about to get some tomatoes. So these all got trimmed yesterday. You can tell, look at their naked stalks. So halfway over, it's yellow pear tomatoes. And then it switches to rainbow cherry tomatoes. And the rainbow cherry tomatoes. And over here are our beefsteak. And this one's my prize winner. Look at all those blooms. Those are all beefsteak along there, except the tall one. The tall one's another yellow pear. And down in front we have beets. Beets that were planted earlier, and then beets that were planted later. And the beets on this end are supposed to be 12 inches apart, which is strange. Are they really going to get that big? I guess we'll find out if they're going to get that big. But yeah, 12 inches apart on those. Alright, here's my herb garden I started working on. We have nasturtiums planted in the front. Those were planted as seeds, so they'll be a minute coming up. Spicy oregano, and garlic chives in the middle. And further back we have lemon thyme, and sweet basil. And that is rosemary right there. Still have all that space to plant. But those are my herbs that are in the containers up there. I'll show those to you in a minute before we end. There's the okra coming up. Isn't that beautiful? Straight lines and everything. Good job, Mr. Slapout. Alright. We had to addend our supply with some store-bought pepper plants because I fried mine in the greenhouse. And then over here we have all our eggplant that we moved from the other bed. They're doing well. But come check it out. Now we're going to have a crazy amount of peppers. But look, I still have all this room in here. But look at all these peppers that are coming up. Peppers, peppers, peppers. Peppers, peppers. Peppers. Peppers, peppers. Peppers, peppers. Peppers, peppers, and peppers. So yeah, we're going to end up filling the entire end of this bed with peppers. And then I want to put another cattle panel trellis arched right there and plant those red noodle beans in here on the end and in here on the end and let them grow up. That's going to be so cool when they're hanging down. I can't wait for that. Onions. Oops, I went the wrong way. Let's go over this way. Let's go this way. And right under this panel here, you can see I have three pickling cucumbers. And then I have a row of squash, 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 squash. And then those are the Rutgers tomatoes along there. And then down in front are jalapenos. These are jalapenos in this bed. And then over here we have a mixture, still peppers, but purple purple beauty peppers. That's what those are. I had to look at my tag. Purple beauty peppers from there all the way to the end. And then this one is a Jimmy Nardello. And this one is a Yellow Wonder. And then they're either yellow squash, golden zucchini, or dark green zucchini. I planted one of each in each bed, and I'm not keeping track. I'll know what they are when they produce. Now, let's come over here and get a shot of my succulents. Aren't those cute? They've been in the house all winter, and they were so ready to come outside. Here is our herb garden. Cilantro, marjoram, mammoth dill, bouquet dill, savory, which I pulled the one out that was, there's another one. I pulled the one out that was sprouting and took it inside. Purple basil, which is starting to sprout now. And then lemon mint. And over here, here's our kale that we pulled out of our microgreens. It's kind of hard to see. You can see this one better. Remember I told you I pulled some of the kale microgreens out, and I thought I would try and grow full-size plants with them. So they're doing well. And then this is cilantro. I bought that at the store when we got the peppers and the sweet basil too. So I have more sweet basil. There was like 4 plants in that one pot. You should look when you buy your herbs and your vegetables at the big box store. Look toward the back and you'll find that there'll be more than one plant in the pot. This is cool. This is trailing rosemary. This was part of my Mother's Day. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put this one, but it sure smells good with me touching it. This is creeping thyme. Look at this. Look how little. Oh. Come on, focus. I wonder if this is the kind where I can touch the screen. No. Isn't that pretty? So little tiny leaves. Pink chintz, creeping thyme. So we're thinking that we might want to put it over here. Look, dogs like to dig holes. We're thinking we might want to get it going over here. I wanted to show this to you anyway before I forgot. This is lemon thyme, and it's blooming. Isn't that pretty? So we're thinking we could plant some more. These are other thyme in here. Plant some more of that creeping thyme that I just got in between the stones here. This over here is chocolate mint. And there too. And then there's more back over there somewhere. But yeah, I was thinking we could plant that creeping thyme in between these. Since that other thyme is doing well here, we'll see. Now, check out my lilies before I let you go. I think these are the pink ones. Look how many are on there. That's just craziness. And these over here are already blooming. Look at that. How many are on there? Or is that 2? Yeah, that's 2. But still, I mean, look how many are still yet to bloom. Isn't that pretty? Love that. And that's raspberries, folks. Look at all those. Right out the front door. Raspberries going crazy. And out the back door, oh, we got another red one about to bloom. Out the back door, we have blackberries that are ready to pick. Alright, let's scooch around back. It's going to be an hour-long video, isn't it? That's okay, I wanted to show you the melons. Here we go. Here we go. And we're walking. And we're walking. Alright. There's the melons. The melons. Watermelons, honeydews. There's a couple chicken tomatoes in there too. But you can see the cover crop that I planted. All that green in the in between is cover crop. And then out here in front. In fact, I just did a big harvest today. I don't know if you can tell. See how short it is there in the front? Used my clippers and took it to the chickens. I think all the big chickens have gone to bed already. Let's go say hey for a minute. See if they'll come out. Nope, they all went to bed. Like that. Got Shaft is out on patrol. And everybody is in the house. They're all in there except Shaft. Everybody's in the house except Shaft. And he's right here doing a good job. Good job, Shaft. Alright, that was the garden. Front and back. Oh, chicken tomato. Chicken tomato update. Let's walk again. I'm walking fast. Alright. I gotta make sure and close that gate. There's the chicken tomato. It came up right outside my little hinky greenhouse. Look, there's my little hinky greenhouse. That's where I started all these seeds. See, we got tomatoes coming up. Another tomato right there. And there's another one down here. Two of them on that one. Wait, you can't see it. There they are. And then another tomato here. But covered with blooms. Just covered with them. I mean, come on. Let's go see the teenagers. They're all still out. I got more babies on the way. I just ordered them yesterday. There's everybody running around. Don't touch the fence with your arm, Brenda. It's hot. See y'all on the next video.